Hey guys, Goose with NewBeeDrone here. Today we're going to be checking out the brand new TBS Oblivion FPV Racer. So this Oblivion Racer is pretty cool. It comes already pre-built. It's in this nice polycarbonate plastic frame. It's supposed to be super durable. TBS claims it's very strong, like probably one of the strongest plastics you can get for using on a drone frame. The only thing you need to add to this to get it flying is adding a receiver of your choice, whether it be a FR Sky, DSM, or Crossfire receiver. You can put it in here and it's going to work. This is my personal Oblivion and I'm using a TBS Nano Crossfire on there, and I've got the Immortal T antenna on the back right there. What's really nice about this frame is it's using the TBS power core, which is stacked right inside the middle. That's going to hold your FC, your ESCs, your VTX, and then your receiver all in there, so everything's protected. This frame uses a botted mounted battery and comes with multiple options for mounting a GoPro on the top. So let's dive right in and unbox this guy. So right here is how you're going to get your Oblivion when it comes to you in the mail. It comes in this nice TBS black box. And on the back we've got some graphics right there. You can see you got a nice graphic of the Oblivion. Gives you a little rundown right here, all the features, some more stuff right there. The quotes on the side, very nice boxing. Go ahead and pop this guy open. On the top you're going to see right away we get two sets of these HQ 5 by 4.5 by 3 props. These are supposed to be like a really durable polycarbonate props. I think these were made specifically for it, or at least were released around the same time. So nice that you get two sets of these. They come in this kind of smoked gray color. I like it a lot. It looks great on the frame. Next we're going to get a Team Blacksheep strap. This is actually a really long strap. It comes out to about like this long, and that's what we're going to use for mounting the GoPro on top of the Oblivion. Here we've got this battery protector tray. This is going to go on the underside of your battery if you choose to do that way, to protect it from hard landings or crashes or anything hitting it. And then you've got a strap in here for that. And then also you can see we've got a few harnesses in here as well as some tools. We'll check that out. So this is like a servo adapter harness. I'm not really sure what you would use that for, but this little guy, this is a 4-pin Vtx cable harness. And what I ended up using this for was plugging this into the UART1 port on the top of the flight controller and then chopping the other end off and soldering that to my TBS Nano. And you get this cool little tool that you use for holding the motors for when you're changing the props. And we'll talk about that in a little bit when we get to the next tool. We've got the different top mounting shells for going over the top of the Oblivion. Pull that out. Inside we've got the Dog Rocket VTX antenna. We've got the motor prop nuts, as well as the 4 bolts that hold on the top canopy. A prop nut tool, little TBS logo right there. I believe this is a replacement camera mount. And of course this is the canopy that has the mount built in for mounting GoPros. And then in here we've got the other canopy as well as the GoPro mounts. So this canopy you would use if you don't want to run an HD camera on the top and you just want it to be as light and aerodynamic as possible. It's got this cool little shark fin on the top, which I think is really cool and looks really nice. And then for the canopy that supports mounting the GoPros, it comes with these two really nice, these feel like a kind of durable foam. Basically you'll just line up this little T with a T on there, and you'll set it on there and it sits like that. So from side view it'll look like that. So this one I believe is for the Hero because it's kind of thinner and longer. So you'll slap your Hero down in there. And then this one is for the GoPro Session. I'll show you that on mine in a second, but it'll just sit in right there. And then it has these little slits on the side of the canopy that the strap goes through to hold it down. And now of course we have the Oblivion itself. So it comes pre-assembled like this. There's no soldering required. You can see the camera's right up front here with a little cap on it. Take that off. You've got a nice big lens right there for us to use. I think they put some of this foam right here to kind of brace it or something for when you're flying. I'm not exactly sure. Maybe it's for aerodynamics, for air coming in. There's no manual out for the Oblivion yet. TBS has said that they're going to be releasing one soon, so keep that in mind. Back here we've got the Vtx Antenna Mount, so you can go ahead and take your TBS Dog Rocket antenna that they include, or you can use any Vtx antenna you want, and it just sits in like that. It looks like a very durable single dipole antenna, probably good enough for racing or good enough for freestyle if you're not in like heavy densilated areas. All the wires going from the ESCs to the motors are these little push pin style, so if you guys ever need to replace a motor on here, there's not going to be any soldering required. You're literally just going to push the pin into the connector, and that's going to be it. You'll just throw some more tape over it like they have there, and you're done. The nice thing, if you're just learning to fly, or if you like to fly really hard and you crash a lot, each one of these motors is protected by this outside plastic polymer frame, so this thing's probably going to take a really good beating whenever you smash it or anything, and you're not going to wreck motors all the time with this because of that. You know, even trying to move this a lot, there's not a ton of flex, and I'm moving this pretty hard with a lot of strength, so that's solid. You're not going to break that very easily. It'd take a lot of force to break that. It's got these nice little structural angled braces up in the front for, you know, your front impacts. If we flip it over to the bottom, you can see we've got the XT60 connector popping out right there. We've got a little rubberized battery mount pad right there, so that way your battery, when it's on the bottom, it'll sit against that and have a nice rubberized cushion right there. Down here below the camera is a little bolt that you will turn, and I believe that adjusts the angle of the camera, so if you like to fly really aggressive, you can make the camera angle up a lot more, or if you're more casual freestyle, you can keep it down to like a 20-degree mount or something like that. So to demonstrate how the motor holder tool and the prop nut tool works, I've got my personal Oblivion right here already built, and basically they made these tools because, as you can see, the motor is surrounded by this polymer frame, so it's very hard to grip it, and even if you do grip it, like, your thumb's gonna hit the prop, and you don't want your props, you know, cutting into your fingers. So what you do is you take this little tool, you slide it in here, and it fits between, you know, the bell. You get it secured like that. You'll take your prop nut tool, or you can use any kind of wrench. I use my regular wrench, but it's nice that they include this. Pop that on there, hold it together, and then you just unscrew it like you would a normal prop. Pop the prop off, and you're good to go. So that was a quick look at the TBS Oblivion FPV Racer. If you guys are interested in purchasing this, you can get this at NewBeeDrone.com. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Please remember to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.